Hi everybody, Anna K. Morris here with your coaching video of the day, and look who you got too.
You're in today's
I know, I was just noticing that too.
And today's special guest.
Today's special guest is Derek.
If I were not her husband, I'm sure that she would make this big production about it. I'm so excited today to have a special guest on.
I probably would.
Instead, she's like,
sorry, there's like a bug outside the window
it's
that's
not
like,
a fly.
what
so
is
don't worry
bigger?
about it.
And it's not a butterfly.
They don't care about that. They don't
Okay. So I've been sitting here. We have desks next to each other. I've been sitting here like just kind of mentally preparing like, okay.
And I'm sorry that I look like this, but this is what I look like when it's above 85 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
And I have a sweater on, not because it's hot outside, because it's cold in our house, because he's always hot. Okay, so I was just thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, and there have been literally so many thoughts because I think I'm totally like still kind of throwing everything up from like last week when I was sick and had a stomach.
When you were literally throwing everything up.
Throwing everything up. Now I'm just like verbally throwing it all up. So if you don't know, I have a coaching program that's coming up in 2 weeks. Some changes is that I'm keeping the price at $14.99. It's not the early bird price, it's the price. And none of that's important because as I was sitting here, I was sharing with Derek that that somebody who I really love is registering into the class, and a big part of it is like that she thought the window was over to register, but it's not, and you can still register. And in fact, like this is when people are registering, because let's face it, like we all do things at the last minute. And that was what I was teaching. I was actually going to talk about that on the coaching video today about like, what are you actually waiting for? And it was more to me of like, what am I waiting for?
Well, sometimes I wait for things to go down in price, and that never happens. For example, or poor Hemplo, as I like to say, Taylor Swift tickets. When I was like, oh my God, these things are $600 a piece or $800 a piece. Like we can't afford that to go to that concert. And now they're $1,800.
That's a steal. You can't even get them for $1,800.
$2,800. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, about that.
Those prices did not go down. So airline tickets and Taylor Swift prices, those prices do not fall. So stop waiting on those items as well.
Yeah. So the point is like my coaching program, the price is not going down, but it is staying the same. So it's $14.99, and you have until, I should tell them tomorrow to sign up just so that you do it. But that's not the coaching video. That'll be maybe tomorrow's. So I do this thing, I'm totally gonna cry, that like I ask for help, and then Derek asks me questions about how he can help me, and I get frustrated, or he wants to do it differently than how I want him to do it. And then I have done it all morning long, and that's why you're on the coaching video, because like it's just faster for me to go ahead and shoot a video.
This is an apology?
Yes. I told you it was going to be worth your time.
Okay.
You did not want to be on this video.
I'm listening.
So like and then I just like reject it, and then I'm like, forget it, I'll just do it by myself, because I really have it that like I have to do it all by myself, and it's so shitty over here, and I'm so afraid that I won't do a good job, but I also like won't let you help me. And I fucking know how to coach this program like upside down, backwards, and forwards. And I know how to like make people see how magical their life is, or how it could be if they're not like fully embracing it. But then I get like totally stuck around the tech stuff or the website stuff. Yeah. And then I just totally freeze, and I don't know what that's about. Like, I'm sure if you're a coach on here and you hear something in what I'm saying, please text me.
So you just need help with the back office stuff.
I just want a new fucking website. And I keep saying that. And you keep trying to do other solutions. And I'm like, but I just said I want a new website.
Anyway, she wants a new website and she thinks it'll take 1 hour.
I said a couple hours. It's not that hard. It's Kajabi. I pay a lot for it every month. Like,
Okay.
please, I just want
We'll
that.
work out the details offline. But I thought this coaching call was about asking for help. Is it
It
kind of about
is.
that?
So you just said something. And that's when I stopped you and I was like, let's just do it on
Okay.
video.
So let's do that now.
Yeah, that's what were you going to say to me?
So last night, here's a little story as well.
Probably not going to like this.
Last night, things were not great over here in this house. And what I realized is that Anna takes the kids most of yesterday, right?
All day.
And then she had a plan to take them all day today, and then also on Thursday. And like, there's just no time for her, no time for her to do her work, no time for her to do anything that matters to her.
The best I can do is these videos. Like, that's all I can really do. It feels like.
And it really sucks for me because then she's frustrated at the end of the day, even at the end of a Monday, knowing that she also has Tuesday, and obviously the kids aren't going anywhere on Wednesday, but then also Thursday, like just looking at the week, there's no time for you built into that. And so the point of all this is...
And I love my kids, and I love spending
do.
time with them.
Of
So,
course
like,
you
I want to
do.
be careful about, like, I don't mean to dog
And
on that.
you have more going on than
It is really challenging when they're not in their school
so,
program.
and
That's Dean crying right now.
Dean, right, okay. So, speaking of which, there's Dean crying. So, to wrap this up, it's all about asking for help because there's always something to figure out. So, your coaching program, June 9th?
June 5th.
June 5th.
It's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks
Oh,
from
that's
yesterday.
right. Sorry, I was thinking of the retreat.
2 weeks from today, because it
So,
starts on
there's
Tuesday.
always something to figure out, right? You'll have to get support on during the calls, right?
It's 1 hour.
Right. But
And it's also recorded if you can't make it.
People don't ask for help, and I would say women, moms especially, don't ask for help. Maybe they assume their husbands or partners don't want to help or can't help or
Or
whatever.
I don't think you're helping the right way. That's
But
the
you
worst.
have to ask for help, and you have to let people help you, right? Because
The impact?
when you don't, I mean, the impact for me, Anna tries to do everything herself, and then I end up not enjoying my evenings because it just kind of sucks over here because she's totally fried at the end of the day. And so what I said to her last
really
night,
sorry.
it's okay. What I said to her last night is like, let's change the plan. I would rather not get some of my work done and help with the kids more so that you weren't so fried and that we could enjoy our evening together, because you have to look at this thing holistically. And so doing your coaching program, going on a retreat, anything that you're trying to do in life that's out of the ordinary, like you're gonna have to ask for help for it.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be afraid to do that. Let people be a contribution. I guarantee you that your partner, they may not be jumping out to say, let me help, but I guarantee you that the end result of you getting what you need is going to be better on everybody, including your relationship. So on that note, I'm going to run because there's a baby crying.
No, he's not really crying. It's,
no, he's
it's
not really.
Jack
Oh, that's
moaning in
Jack.
there. Jack doesn't want to take a nap.
So,
Yeah, and I think it's easy to be like, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have time. You want to know what you really don't have time for? The shit in your life still not working in 3 months or 3 weeks or 3 years or whatever it is. Like, we don't have time to have our finances keep going the way that they've been going, right? Like, that's something that, like, we've been pushing under the rug and like, let's just sell another house and like, it's not working because we're not working at it. Like, that's over here on us. And so that's what I actually don't think you have time for. It's not that you don't have time for like a small coaching program. It's so minimal what I suggest and ask you to do in the grand scheme of your life. It's a fucking joke, right? Because what you really don't have time for is to keep living small, hiding out, not like talking to your partner, not like having this conversation. Like, I don't want our nights to go like that.
no, me neither.
They really, really suck when they're like that.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
It's okay. That's why we talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will ask for more help, and also like, I think that help needs to come with like the kids out of the house, like
Yeah.
maybe for the next couple of hours.
Don't worry, we're not sending them to the bus station. I'll go with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
On that note, I'm going to go because Dean is starting to.
He is actually
Dean would
right
like
now.
to get out of his crib now.
You can probably hear that.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you. Thank you to your special. Thank you to my special guest.
Thank you to my special guest. And
Bye.
also, don't worry about Derek's nose.
I got in a fight with the tree. The tree won. It didn't break it though. Bye.
Bye.